everybody, it's June Angel Pews. Okay, so I'm just going to pan around here. Hark at me, very technical, panning. Just to show you sort of all these bedspreads, tablecloths, quilts, and other things that, oh, there in the middle there, all the SNIPPET rolls, all in their individual bags and in the container there. Oh, that picture I found in the storage room, so I brought that back. It's from the 1950s, 60s. Right, okay, so let us begin. She says, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. I'm not going to be able to give you you know, precise measurements or anything like that. I'll just say whether it's a tablecloth, whether it's a bedspread, quilt, and whether it's a single, double, etc. Okay, so the first thing, first one I'm going to show you is this. Okay, I'm hoping you can see it. It's, as you can imagine, it's pretty impossible to do this and do it justice, but it's really just to give you an idea for when you win, because one of you will, well, two of you will. Now this is a huge single, I think. Is it a huge single or is it a double? Let's do a quick. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to have to. A quick measure. Come on, measure. Oh, it is. Just to have an idea. And I'm going to do it in inches because that's all I deal with. And I think most people understand inches, don't they? Right, so. That's a 60. 60, 82 inches. In width. Now, I've never had this on a bed, so I don't know. But it looks to me, look, I don't know whether you can, no, I don't think you're going to be able to see it this way. Yes, you are, yes. It looks to me as though it's been made in two halves and then stitched together. It's obviously very, very old. And I certainly didn't crochet it. But I just thought I'd point that out to you. So I'm not sure why they did it that way. Perhaps, I remember when I first did my first ever crazy quilt, oh for goodness sake, bedspread that was done in patchwork, you know, the hexagons, and I could only ever do it in even putting it together, I couldn't take it to work very well, so I used to do it in little patches and stick them together later on. So that's that one. So I would say it's a small, because of course all the bed sizes are so different, aren't they, these days? That's why I didn't really want to say, you know, be specific. So I would say it's a small double or a large single, but it's a beauty. There are parts. Look, I can just seam one so I can show you exactly what I mean. I hope I can find it now. I just dropped it. Yes, look. There are parts where it's so heavy and it pulls. There. You can see that part has pulled away from there. Sorry, pulled away from there. I know when I've seen them, I've stitched them or glued them, you know, the good fabric glues. So that's what you will need to do. But it's only because it's so heavy, and it really is heavy. I'm having a devil of a job to fold it up with my arms being so weak. And it's because it's so heavy, you know, it hangs and it puts pressure on, doesn't it? Not pressure, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's number 1. Now this one is a very, very large one, I do know. Oh, I think I've mentioned to a lot of people about some of these quilts, etc., that I got from storage. Smelt a bit foisty, whatever word you use. So I've been putting these lemongrass sachets in with them. So I'll pop one of those with when you get your item, and they're gorgeous. It's lemongrass, as I said. So this is really huge, and this is what I consider to be an Irish crochet type motive bedspread, crochet bedspread, because of the flower design. Now, if ever I'd have got round to it, I would have got the steamer to these flowers, to bring them up, you know, the dimension. Just put a little bit of steam and it'll bring them out. Just with years and years of laundering and what have you, they sort of set together. When I first started cutting up doilies, and I just put that there for a minute, so heavy, cutting up doilies for my shabby chic work, people used to say, well, why is it the doilies don't unravel every which way? And my answer, I think, this is my take on it, is it's years of laundering, and it was, you know, they used to use really boiling hot water. It sort of set the stitches in place, you know, so they don't unravel. I don't know, that's the only word I can come up with at this minute. And this is the same with these flowers. You know, I think they've been set and they just need releasing slightly so you can see the full beauty of them. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. And if anybody chooses this, I think you've done the right thing. This was a lot of money. And I mean a lot of money. Gosh, it's huge. I just don't know where to start. I will give it a one side measurement. It's actually shaped as well, so it's difficult to know where it starts and ends. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether you're going to see this, but there's no actual corner. It's shaped so well made. It's just beautiful. I'm going to take it from what I think is the corner and just do one measurement, just to give you an idea. But I think if I was choosing a crocheted bedspread, it would be this one. If it was a quilted one, that's a different kettle of fish. But it is a beauty, and it's worth many hundreds of pounds, I can tell you that now. It cost far, far more than £100, I can tell you that. And this is very old. Oh gosh, I've had it 25 years, 20 years, 25 years, something like that. So it's 60, 60, 70, 89. That's 90 across one way. 90. I'm going to do that one as well. Oh, I see now. Sorry. Yes. There's an edge, the top edge, where there's no edge, if you know what I mean. That's the edging. That's the top. I'd forgotten that. So that's a 90, I would think. Let me double check it. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I've got to let you know. I don't want you to be getting something that you think, oh, I wish I'd have gone for something else now. I want you to choose what you want. I'm so grateful for what you've done for me. I'm so grateful for all the beautiful friends I've made. This has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. So 60. Oh, puffed out. So this is about 140 inches, 60, 120 inches. That's across that top. So that's the top of your bedspread. So let's go now, if I think I can find the corner, and go and give you a corner to the top of the bedspread. Right, here we go. I should be whizzing through the others quickly, won't I? And if you didn't want it as a bedspread, I mean, heaven knows that people will be going, no, when I say this, but can you imagine how many hundreds of motifs you're going to get if you cut it up? You know, for individual motifs which you could use to make your flowers, use on your shabby chic, or even sell. Let yourself some pennies. Right, so that's 60, 70, 80. That's 100 inches, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but you've got a good idea, haven't you? It's very big, it really is. It's really far bigger than that other one, because I'm having much more of a job trying to pick it up, hold it up to fold it. Do you know what I mean? So that's that one. It's a beauty. And I think out of these two, this would be my first choice, and this, the first one I showed you, my second. That's a beauty as well. Right, okay. So that's the two large crocheted. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this. This is a cream colour. None of them are that dark ecru, because I don't like it. I've only ever bought white, mostly white to be honest, and this cream colour. I love it. You see, I hope it shows up. And this is tiny, tiny. Let's see if I can do it better than this. Tiny squares with the tiny doily, all linked together by that. It's difficult to show you. Yeah? So this is a single throw bedspread. Definitely, because that's dead easy for me to handle. Okay. Let me show you it folded. That's that one. And that's beautiful. Very fine, much finer than the other two. Beautiful. So that's number 3. Not that I'm giving them numbers, you just take them as you see them. And whoever wins will liaise and we'll make sure we'll get absolutely the right one for you. So you'll know what you're doing. Okay. This is another fine one. And this is white. Now, just as I went to open that, I found a little bit that's coming apart. Let me just see if I can find it. Don't want to lose it again. They're so difficult to find faults once you... Yeah, it's just beginning to come apart a tiny bit there. So what can I do with that? Have I got a safety pin somewhere? Because what I'll do, I'll work it in and stitch it back in. It's too easy, isn't it, this? To find a pin handy. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put one of my clips on it. I use, instead of paper clips, I use these, I forgot what it's called now. Super clips. Just trying to look, here it is. Can't see. Yeah, super clip. Pesco, I think they're made with Pesco super clip. And they're little clips and you pop them into that. They're fantastic. I got the idea to use them when I was a magistrate, and all the court papers, if you use plain ordinary paper clips, there was always the likelihood that a piece of paper would slip underneath a paper clip and go in a document that it shouldn't be in. So they use these clips. Now I'll put it on there, look. Oops, sorry. Show you the clip. Okay, so I will come back and rework that, stitch it in so it's safe and sound. This is beautiful. I mean, I love them all, but I do have my favourites. Tiny little motif again. Very fine. Must have took a lot of work. A lot of work. And this is definitely a single, and I would say a faux. You know, none of these were designed, as far as I can remember, you know, sort of to touch the floor. They assumed you had other things on your bed. There you go. And this would be the finishing piece, you know, the accentuating piece that would go on your bed or your sofa, or just as a shawl or what have you. Can I see another piece that's coming? Oh, a little... No, it isn't come to bits. It's look, just a tiny thread, but I won't, you know, I'll make sure I work it in and stitch it carefully. So I'm going to leave that like that so I can work on it later on. Okay, so that's the two doubles and two what I call singles. Okay. Now this is a tablecloth, so this will be a second prize. This is gorgeous too. This will be a second prize option. Can you see? It's gorgeous. That star-shaped, oh, for goodness sake, star-shaped motif and a little one there, look. And it is gorgeous. And that's sort of an oblong tablecloth. I will do a quick, where's my tape measure gone? Oh, June. Oh. Just do a very, very quick measurement. One side. So you've got an idea. And it's got the border as well. It is a beauty. 48 inches, that one side. So that's one of the second prizes because it's a lot smaller than the other two. The other ones. Okay. Right, now this is oh, it is, that's what I'm looking for. You've probably seen this, I've had it on my table when I've been videoing. I love it, it's one of my favourites. But I want somebody to share the loveliness of it. And that's the white crochet with the lemon centre. So there's all those motifs and in between the panels. It's gorgeous. And you've got your scalloped edge. Really beautiful. That is a smaller, and it's absolutely square, that one. And that is about 48 again, but it's a square as against that other one, which is oblong. Okay. See where I'm going here. This is another nice one. This is not so fine, but is a beauty. And this would be a second prize. A big square tablecloth, a big one, with the rounded corners. It's not dead on square. Oh gosh, it's lovely. So, so pretty. That's that one, look. Okay, so those are the 3 crocheted second prize entries for you to choose from, I should say. So far we've got 2 double and 2 single first prize options, and then we've got 3 second prize options. Okay, now before I go on to the quilts, I am going to show you what I used to do when I was collecting linen and all sorts of things, be they old or, well, no, when they're new. Say if I was in Dunelms, for instance, and in Dunelms I came across, and I'll show you one of them. If I really loved it, and then, you know, with Dunelms, they bring these things out, they go out of season, you never see them again. I used to buy 2 or 3. because I knew I loved them, but I didn't want, I knew they wouldn't come back again. Now I'm going to give you the option of having one of these instead of a quilt or a crochet, and that is one of these Dunelm fur with the sequins, and it's so soft. I can't begin to tell you, the quality is exceptional. I only buy quality, don't care where they come from. And the base is this fabulous pink velvet. It's just gorgeous, honestly. As I say, the quality is amazing. I think it was actually a cot cover. It's 100% polyester, 100% polyester, yeah. Because, let me give you the measurements. So if you wanted this instead of the tablecloths, I'm going to give you the option because I've got one for myself and one for you. So that's 40 inches across. So it could have been just a throw, you know. 40 by 62. But it's, oh, it's lovely. And you know, sometimes you get things with sequins on that are scratchy and you can't stand them near you. Honestly, anything like that goes in the bin or into charity shops. This is fabulous. That's why I'm keeping one for myself. It's lovely just to fling over your shoulders at night. Gorgeous. So that's a second prize. Okay, so now we're going to come on to the quilts. Yeah, the quilts. Okay, so we're going to go for the first prize ones first. Bear with me because I'm going to have to bend down and I don't particularly want you to see all my scruff and glory. Bear with me one moment. Okay, let me put that there. I'm going to show you first the very old one I told you about. Old in terms of vintage, not antique. And the back is faded. But, oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. Again, you know, if it was me, I'd choose this. It's called Tall... I can take that off now, sorry. It's called... Oh, gosh, I think I've moved the camera now. Tall Pine Trees. The maker has embroidered in gold lurex thread the name of the patchwork, the pattern. That's Tall Pine Trees. Sorry. It's difficult to show you. I'll lay it on the floor soon so you'll be able to see a bit more. Tall Pine Trees, and it was AP 1980, and this is the side I love. It's all quilted, beautiful, the tiniest flower print you've ever seen in a deep forest green. It's gorgeous. This is a small double. No, it is a double. It is a double. But again, remember, it's more what we would call today a throw, rather than a quilt that's going to touch the floor. Okay. And if I just lay it down there, can you see what I mean? I don't know whether you can. It looks very light to me. I hope that you can see this, alright. So if I... Does that make it any better? And yes, I would imagine the colours were more vibrant. They might not have been. You know, what is it, 50 years old? No, not 50. Well, you know. So they might not have faded. I think they have. But it's just gorgeous. I love it. I shall be sorry to see it go. If you want a little bit of history, quilting history, I would go for this every time. And as I say, I don't want to let it go, but I don't have a double bed anymore. I have not got the room for these things. So bit by bit, I'm giving them away, selling them, donating them, etc, etc. Okay, so that's tall pine. Now these two are reasonably modern. One of them I had on my bed for quite a while in the other place, and I'm pretty sure there's an ink stain somewhere. Can I find it to show you? Can I, heck? Now it may be, because my memory is you know, zilch. It may be that we got it out. It may be that, you know, let me show you first. That's the one side. Let me lay it again for you to see. So it's sort of a floor, fauna and flora. Gosh, there's a bit of everything. There's ferns. There is onions, would you believe? Gosh, I didn't know that. Oh no, it isn't onions. What's the matter with me? Talk about thick. It's a bulb, a narcissi or daffodil bulb, I can see. There's ears of corn. There's flowers of all sorts, lilies, cornflower, hyacinth, miniature hyacinths. It's a beauty. It's scalloped edge. This is definitely a large double. I'm pretty sure this hung well over, not to the floor, but well over my, and I had a big, I think it was queen size double bed. This is the front of it. So you can see, and I used to know the names of all this quilting, you know, what the labels they call, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you what it is now. Quilters will know, won't they? It's beautiful. I love this multicoloured border and how it's edged with that that backing. So that's the first prize quilt. I don't know how old it would be. Oh, I just don't know. I wouldn't like to put an age on it. None of them are new. You know, I don't, because I haven't bought or bid on or anything else quilts in many a year. So that's your first prize there. But as I say, I hope that this pen mark, it would have been about 3 by 3. It was a silly felt pen that I've been using because you used to do a lot of crafting in bed, as you probably, people who've been with me a long time knew. And I let the blooming thing lay on the quilt. Yes. Right, okay. This is the second large one. And this is the pointed edge. Oh gosh, this is big too. This is killing me, strength-wise. So I'm going to put it down there, see if you can see any better. Yeah. So as you can see, there's pinks, greens, oh gosh, lots of colours, flowers, paisleys, checks, stars, bit of all sorts on here, and it's gorgeous and I love it. So that's another first prize quilt. That is a very large double, because when I bought these or acquired them, I would make sure they were large enough to go over the side of the bed. I didn't want quilts and blankets or what have you showing. So those are your two main first prize. I'm going to have to walk in front of you, sorry about this. Let me get this little pile. And these were some of the ones that, whew, puffed out, were in the little pile that I very first showed you. Now this, a couple of these that I'm going to show you now really are wall hangings that I used to have in my craft room with, my work pinned on the top, you know, for display. So some of them you may find minute holes in them where they're pins or even tacks, but you know, I've been through them and I can't see anything. But if you do, there's the other side of that. Beautiful, so much work, very beautifully quilted. Use some amazing fabrics that go so well together. Now this is a second prize, of course. That is 30 by, and that's including the little peaks, 30 by 35. That's including those little peaks, look, I love them. Okay, so that's that one. Blue and pink mainly. This is a really standy out one, but it used to look fabulous up on the wall. This is called Bright Bricks, and it's been made by Tracy B, whoever Tracy B was, and it's not large, but it does look stunning. It could be used as a lap quilt. As I say, I had it as a wall hanging. All these I had as wall hangings. 28 by 41. A riot of colour, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. On the other side, black and lemon, how's that? And there's the label, of course, shows the maker. And polka dot edging, absolutely gorgeous. So well quilted and made. Second prize again. Now this is modern, really modern. I've had it about 15 years, but nevertheless I bought it purely and simply to put on a very uneven wall in my craft room, so I could display my work on. Many of you who saw my craft room when I did a tour may remember, because it was heavily covered, may remember. But considering it's modern, it's very, very well quilted. Very nice patterns. You know, the stitching when I say quilted. Designs and patterns. This is a single throw. So it would just sit on a single bed, just on the top. That'd be a second prize. Okay, this is lovely. This is so beautiful. Well, I think so anyway. I can only give you my opinion. 2006. Oh right, so I bought this in 2006. So, see? The outside is sort of marbled, mottled. The inside are these, and then there's a name for them and I can't remember. These squares, look, have little tabs, you see? They're all put on and stitched down. And on the other side, excuse me, there's somebody at my door. I'm just going to have a listen. Sorry, when I'm filming I may count I'm out, otherwise I should be going on forever. Answer me door, stopping and starting. And with this old camera I can't pause and restart, it has to be another video. So this has got a label, Old Leaves, New Leaves it's called. It's inspired by Susan Miller. It was made by E. Whitfield, Needleworth, 2002. What made me say it was 2000? Oh yeah, I did say 2002, didn't I? Material Forest Fern. And this side you've got all these different, so about that crease there, these different marble splattered effects. And that is the true quilting, you know, when they put their little pieces of stitch on each to keep everything in one place so it doesn't move about. That is gorgeous. That is very special. Okay. Right. I mean, I'm saying these are second prizes. If you wanted them as a first prize, you can choose them, obviously. It's just because they're small I'm saying second prize. This is a plain back one. Flowers, blues and greens. Beautiful. Love it. And then last but not least, plain red background. This is a square one. All these were on my wall. And that's lilac flowers, mauve flowers, and black and red and yellow. Mustard. Beautiful. Very well made. I would never buy anything else other than from, you know, good sellers, good you know, places where I bought them. So that's that. Is there anything else I can see here I wanted to show you? Yes. I'm going to very briefly show, that's a angel, like a tapestry made pillowcase, not pillowcase, cushion cover. That's a patchwork, beautifully made patchwork cushion cover. Same. So that's 4. I'm just showing you them because I'm going to do a little extra something when I do the draw. Okay, so I think we're there. Oh no, that's another. Here we are, look, that's a black and white one. Lovely, so well made. Look, fabulous. Okay then, ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's bucketed me up in the nicest possible way, and the best of luck in the draw. I do hope there's something here that you will enjoy if you win. I hope there's something here that you'll enjoy anyway, win or lose. Well, there's no losers, is there? Okay, thank you ever so much, everybody. I'm going to sign off now. 45 minutes, goodness me. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.